A lot of students ask me about how to improve their English listening in English. They try lots of different things, but they just aren't improving in the way that they would like to. This is one of their biggest problems when it comes to learning English. In today's video, let's talk about a few different ways that you can go about improving your English listening. Are you ready to find out those ways? If so, then let's get into it. When it comes to speaking English, you have to be your own biggest supporter. If you can get excited about future success, it's going to make it all that much more easier for you to progress in your English listening. When you start to think you can't do it, you're going to find out that more often than not, you just won't be able to do it. Have the attitude that you really want to learn this, and you're going to notice that you're going to really try to improve your listening accordingly. Just like a lot of different things in life, when you go into it with a negative mindset, you're going to come out to it with a negative output. So really think about what your goal is with listening, what you want to accomplish, and then you're going to try that much more to reach your goals. The next thing that you can do is try to find many different ways that you can practice your English language skills. Don't just read English, speak it. Listen to it. Taking multiple different actions to improve your English will keep you on your toes and give you different ways to think about how can I go about improving my English as well as my overall listening abilities. When I first got to Japan, I noticed that once I actually started getting out there and speaking to more people, of course my speaking skills improved, but also I was able to improve my listening because I put myself into so many different situations where I really have to pay attention and listen in. Just being able to get in as much practice as possible is going to be a big help in how you improve your English listening. And the more that you expose yourself to different ways of learning English, you're going to find out that it's just going to be an overall help to you in the long run, and it's going to go a long way to improving that reading, speaking, as well as your listening skills. It is possible to learn about other topics while also learning English. Branching out to different areas of entertainment is going to improve your vocabulary as well as improve your memory and overall English language comprehension. I learned a lot of different phrases, vocabulary, and ways to speak in English just by being on a basketball team when I first got to Japan. Listening and having to talk in Japanese in a setting that I enjoyed was just a great way for me to pick up on vocabulary and different phrases and get lots of exposure in my target language, which at the time was Japanese, and you can do the same thing in English. Think about things that are fun for you or that you really have an interest in. Has anything come to mind? You probably find out that when it comes to that topic, regardless of the situation, that you can find many different ways and things that you can talk about because it's just something that you love. So think about trying to find something like this in English and then go from there. Find a way to mix what you really love and enjoy with English, and this is going to make it overall more comfortable for you, and it's going to seem like something that you're not necessarily studying, but that you really want to learn, improve, and do well at. And once you get better at that initial topic, you can branch out from there with other topics. The more that you get comfortable, the better it's going to be for you, and then you'll find that picking up and listening to English won't be a listening exercise, it'll just be an everyday part of your English language journey. Next, think about trying to guess first. Pay attention to what's happening around you and see if you're able to anticipate what's happening in that conversation and where you should go from there. Just take a chance and guess what you might hear next in that conversation. Learn to anticipate certain responses, phrases, and vocabulary that you might need in that specific situation that you're in at the time. And you'll be surprised by how much that you actually do understand learning like this. For example, if you're at a restaurant, the likelihood that you're asked about your order, or if there's anything that you're going to need at the table, is going to be much higher than what's happening in your retirement account. So really try to be present, and you can guess what's going to happen next in the context of that situation and conversation. The more that you get into similar situations, the better it will become for you. So try taking an educated guess based on that situation, and then go from there with your next step in that conversation. Next thing you need to think about is understanding the big ideas. A big part of speaking English is using that correct sentence structure. In the English language, we put stress on different syllables. We raise or lower our voices depending on specific places in that sentence. Once you're able to step back and really look at the framework of English, you're going to start noticing patterns. Where are they placing the emphasis in their voice? Where are they putting stress in that sentence? What words are being emphasized? And once you are able to do that, you'll start noticing the general idea of what is being said in conversation. The more that you understand, the better it's going to be for you to pick out words from that conversation, which improves your overall listening and comprehension. It will create a cycle of better listening skills, which will lead to overall English fluency, and then you can build on that from there. Okay guys, if you've made it this far, how about leave a like and then share it with someone else that you think this video will help. If you guys are interested in learning more listening with me, how about check out this video that's popping up right now. Thank you guys so much for listening. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you.